What is up, everyone? Welcome to your daily dose of VR news. Today I have a few smaller stories to talk to you about, but as I said in a previous video, not every day is going to be a huge announcement, but there's something happening every day. Just before we jump straight into the news, we will be live streaming later on today, so just in case you're interested, tune into that. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into the news. So, first thing we have is good news for Shadow, because ShadowPC, you guys know, the cloud gaming service that many of you are using in order to play PC VR games, because some of you don't have VR gaming PCs, or just can't even build them right now because, you know, GPU shortages. So a lot of you are using the cloud gaming service Shadow, and Shadow did file for bankruptcy a while back, but I am happy to say that Shadow has now joined the UBC family. So cloud gaming service Shadow has been taken over by OVH cloud founder. Blade, the French startup behind cloud gaming service Shadow, has been acquired by Octave Claba's fund following a commercial court order. Claba is better known as the founder of OVH Cloud, a French cloud hosting company. He's acquiring Blade and Shadow through his investment fund, not OVH Cloud. Now it's going to be interesting to see how the service changes over the coming weeks. Subscriptions currently starting at €12.99 per month in Europe, or $11.99 per month in the US. It's unclear whether Shadow will remain available at this price point. However, specifications are going to evolve and the company is going to spin up more servers to attract new clients. So that is super exciting, because currently Shadow had a number of quite limited servers and very limited availability with months and months of waiting time. Now with them being acquired by UBC, we will hopefully start seeing even more higher end specs than we already had, and more servers, meaning more people will be able to connect at a very low latency, because currently they had quite a few servers in the US but quite limited in Europe. So this is very exciting to see and great news for any of you waiting on your Shadow PC. Here's a cool one for you guys. We were talking about the new hand tracking frequency update, and more game developers are seemingly starting to use it. It's now been added to Vacation Simulator. So in case you guys are a fan of Vacation Simulator and want to use it using hand tracking, you now get the 60 Hz update in hand tracking in Vacation Simulator. So you should see an upgrade in smoothness and in reaction times, which is very exciting to see. Because yeah, hand tracking can be quite buggy and didn't react very well to fast movements. So with the new 60 Hz mode, yeah, I must say it does work quite a bit better. I've tried it out myself, and I do recommend you guys do that as well. And you can see that here in their tweet. Human. Today we are releasing high-frequency hand tracking update for Vacation Simulator on the Oculus Quest 2. This update brings improved tracking and lower latency to deliver a more immersive experience to explore Vacation Island with just your human hands from start to finish. So there you go. Quite exciting, and a lot of people are going to be very happy about that. Talking about cool updates, Virtual Desktop is now officially supporting 120 Hz. Not only that, but the update also adds potato mode in case you want to run Virtual Desktop on your Intel integrated graphics on your laptop. So that update is now out officially, which is really cool, because earlier on we needed to switch to the beta, and that is actually what I used when I wanted to play PC VR wirelessly on my Oculus Quest 2. But it's now officially out, so you no longer need to switch to the beta to use it. You can just use your official updates. So that's really cool. Here is a cool one for any of you that like to do multitasking in VR and want to be productive in VR, or you just maybe even chat on Discord while you play your favorite VR games and you want to see the camera. I myself have been using this so much recently. The new SteamVR dashboard has gotten another update. You guys remember last time we talked about the beta adding the option to pin your windows in the virtual space, which is something that should have been done ages ago? Well, now you can pin them to your controllers and you can move them around, which is a huge yes please, because now you can quite literally just position them anywhere around your controller and not have them obscure your vision, which is really cool. So now with the ability to move them, it's just going to make it much easier for a lot of people and allow them to be much more productive. So huge thumbs up there, really nice update. All right, here's a cool one, and to be honest with you, I have no better way of putting this. VR Scout put it perfectly. This looks like a crossover between Boneworks and Fall Guys. So what does that mean? Well, this thing is literally a wipeout course with more real-life physics in VR, and it's available on SideQuest. You guys can check it out. It's called Marathon, and it looks really, really good and really, really fun. There's a few things that you have to play around with here because it is more real-life physics. There are a few things here that are physics-based, so you do need to play around with that. Like, for example, there's one point in the game where you can hold a pickaxe, jump off, and you kind of need to hang on one kind of pole-like thing with that pickaxe and kind of move yourself along. It's really, really cool. It looks like something that would require some brain power. I'm not sure whether I have the brain power to do that. But in case you guys are interested in kind of wipeout courses in VR and you want to connect that with the real life physics, go ahead, check it out. It's on SideQuest. I'm going to leave a link to it down below. So here's a fun one that was pretty much all over my newsfeed yesterday. Pretty much everyone is getting sued now. Yeah, you know, it's fun. It's fun. As Epic v Apple approaches the courtroom, Valve is also getting sued over Steam. Because why not, you know? I want to bring this up because as much as this isn't necessarily VR based, I'm going to move this into the VR space and you'll see why in just a second. Just 2 days before Apple gets dragged into a California court to justify its 30% App Store fee, and 2 days after Microsoft axed its 30% cut on PC, we're learning that gaming giant Valve is now facing down lawsuits against its own 30% cut and alleged anti-competitive practices with its PC gaming platform Steam. Quote, Valve abuses its market power to ensure game publishers have no choice but to sell most of their games through the Steam store, where they are subject to Valve's 30% toll, argues indie game developer and Humble Bundle creator Wolfire Games, in a lawsuit filed Tuesday via Ars Technica. So here is where this gets very interesting. Yesterday we learned that Facebook has acquired Downpour, yet another gaming company for VR, and people in the comments section made me realize that this may not necessarily just be because Facebook wants to buy the company. Now with more and more competitive headsets coming into the market, for example, we're going to have the Deca Gear, which is going to be a wireless headset, but it's going to be for PC VR. Now we're going to have the Vive Standalone coming 11th of May. People are saying that Facebook is doing this in order to acquire these companies and potentially make them into Oculus Quest exclusives, so that these companies have no chance to get onto the other platforms, so that the other platforms, they have less game, or they can't have these games, and in order to have these specific games, you need to purchase Facebook hardware. And that is a very valid point, and as I said yesterday, I am not a fan of monopolization, which is exactly what all these huge giants are doing. Valve, exact same thing. It's monopolization on Steam. It's not supposed to be legal, especially here within Europe, and multiple lawsuits have been filed in the past, but what was done about it? Absolutely nothing. And what am I gonna do about it? Well, I don't know. I'm just here kind of talking about it and kind of complaining, and then I can't really do anything about it. So what's the point, you may be asking? And honestly, I don't know what the point is. I'm just kind of bringing this to people's attention that may not necessarily know about it, even though quite a few of you clearly know exactly what I'm talking about in the comments section, and you brought up very, very valid points yesterday. I did want to bring this up because when is Oculus going to start getting sued over, well, I don't know, maybe even their 30% cut, because it seems every company just enjoys taking a 30% cut. When is Oculus going to start getting sued for monopolizing on VR? I mean, it's not at the point yet where it's horrible, but for example, Eddie was at my house. Eddie has an Oculus Quest 1, and he said he was looking very forward to the Resident Evil 4 VR game, and then I showed him that it was Quest 2 only, and that's monopolization for you, but it's monopolization within your own company because you're not allowing the older hardware to play it. I don't know, guys. Seriously, I'm getting to a point here where I don't really 100% know exactly what I'm talking about, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. All I know is that I'm not a fan of monopolization, and what's happening here is not good, but it's at a point where I don't even know if we can reverse it. If we could. Anyway, if you guys want to hear more of my ramblings, more of my like deep stories, you know, where I go into like deep life situations, hop onto the Discord. We're doing like a nightly podcast thing now, where yesterday we sat up till 3 a.m. just talking in Discord podcast channel. That's what I'm going to call those from now on. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, if you're interested in hearing other people's opinions, not just mine, jump onto the Discord, check that out. But I would love to hear your opinions on this subject down below in the comments section as well, because once again, you guys brought up some extremely valid points yesterday, so please let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. I will see you guys on the live stream later on, but that is going to be it. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community but would like to join, make sure to join that Discord down below. Make sure to join our Reddit, post post your spice memes on there. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick merch down below that don't put a huge ad on your body, and mugs that boost your FPS by 300%. And if you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, give my bell, and see you in the next video. Peace.